Welcome back to the Talking While Black podcast, everybody. Clap hands and all this. Damn, y'all not gonna join.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Man,
we ain't gonna need that in about 6 months.
You right.
Speaking to the air.
We speaking to the air. Manifestation?
Yeah.
That's manifestation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna need that no more.
Man,
we ain't gonna be in an apartment no more. We gonna have a studio. We gonna have cameras. We gonna have all that because we bring you legit, real life, black people.
Dope ass content.
Thank you, sir.
Dope ass period.
So we already know. I'm sorry, Jerry. I'm about to take your spiel.
Hey man, go
Here
ahead.
with my brother Joe.
Was
Nathan.
goody.
Thomas.
Was goody.
I am John Samuel Norris.
What's with the Android 17? John Samuel Norris.
I'm gonna just be honest with you, man. I'm a little faded, but we have a special guest.
Yes, we do have a special guest.
This 24-piece chicken.
Besides the 24-piece chicken, because you already know we love our chicken and watermelon.
Right.
Excuse the stereotype.
We hungry though.
We have Lauren,
my sister.
Hello, guys.
She's here to join us.
Yay. Woo!
she is going to bring some semblance of normalcy to this podcast right now.
Because she's the only one.
Because we had a long week and we did not realize how long this week was. Until a couple bottles.
Until a bottle of Jameson was brought out.
So, Lauren is in her right state of mind. And she will keep us on the rails. But to my brother Jared, who usually does this part, I have took over for him because we are off the rails. We're going to attempt to get back on the rails right now.
It's our special edition, Halloween edition, Talking While Black edition podcast.
Exactly.
Man.
We don't have the camera right now, but Joe is definitely eating a piece of succulent chicken.
You talking like William Shatner now in Star Trek.
From Sam Silk. If you want to sponsor us, see, there's a method to my madness. If somehow Sam Silk kills this, you are a legend in Cleveland. You're a legend all over the world.
Right.
You want to sponsor the Talking About Black podcast.
We eat your chicken a lot.
Let us know. We definitely eat your chicken a lot. We actually record every other week, and I'm going to say probably 3 times out of the month. It makes no sense, the math, but we definitely eat your chicken. So if you want to sponsor us, thank you, sir.
But anyway, man, how was you guys' weeks? Lauren, let's start with you.
My week was,
Please.
you know, I had good news about the new job, but then I heard bad news, and I won't start until mid-November, but, you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah. But that's good. You got that new job. You know, you about to get the shit popping. You're gonna be off every weekend now. You know, you're gonna be out
here.
And every holiday.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? Yeah. It's crazy though because we was walking with me, Lauren, my mom. We was walking at North Chagrin Reservation. She was like, "I don't think I'm gonna get the job, you guys." And me and my mom was like, I mean, if it's taking this long, if you didn't get the job, they usually tell you the next day in the email or the couple of days, and they haven't said anything. It's been like, what, 5, 6, 7 days?
Yeah.
Lo and behold, the next day, they called her. She sent a text, I got the job! Like, oh, okay, yeah, see? Told you.
And
I think they're just trying to make a
I don't mean to
decision
cut you off, but can I speak to this because I know we're a little faded right now, but can I speak this out of the aspect of an African American mindset? A lot of times we tend to accept failure before it even happens.
Mm-hmm. You're right about that.
I'm
be honest
with you, man, because I'm gonna be honest, man. My wife, she constantly has to build me up because I automatically think like a lot of people's against me. Like I have stuff on the
trauma.
I have stuff in the workplace every single day that I feel like in my mind I already play up the point where I didn't make the success that I was expecting. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's part of our culture. You know what I'm saying? We accept less than what we really are. You know what I'm saying? And
trauma.
I like with because of the trauma. You know, we you know what I'm saying. We know what our worth is, but we accept we go get half our worth because
That's just what
that's
it
just
is.
basically what it is in America for us. You know what I'm saying
You
for
are.
us. But shout outs to you because you felt that way, but you really made it to what your goal really was. Even though we might be put into that box that we, you know what I'm saying, mentally we think that, but be honest with you, results don't lie. Numbers don't lie. What you were doing, what you were putting in, is not going to lie. So they have no choice but to honor and respect what you really put in. The hard work and the time that you put in, the dedication you put in, they have no choice but to respect that. So I just want to say shout out to you. Congratulations on your new position. And a lot of times, man, I just want to say, like, to anybody else listening that's black, a lot of times we cut ourselves short. And we really don't need to. Like, know your worth and perform to your worth. Don't perform to what you think the standard is. Perform and exceed that standard.
Create the standard.
Create the standard. Thank you, bro. Create the standard because a lot of times we are the standard. We just don't know that because of past trauma, as Joe would say.
You're right,
so,
bro.
Shout out to you. And, man, I'm happy. You my sister, man. Basically, I've been with my brother since the sandbox, and you've been an older sister to us, and you really help us, man. You don't know how much you inspire us and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have conversations with Jared about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that you don't even know about, but I really look up to you as a bigger sister, and I appreciate what you're doing to push us forward and to push our culture forward, man, for real.
Trying to get the tears flowing early, bro.
I'm not going to do that.
That's really,
man,
for real.
Really,
with that
really
being said, John, how was your week?
My week was cool, bro. Like, I talked to you before the podcast, before pre-production. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's been hard for me the last couple of weeks because, and I feel like this goes back deeper, man, because when we came over here, you know what I'm saying, our ancestors, bless their souls, came over on ships. We always been looked at as, oh, you the big, strong black guy. I hurt my shoulder. I really don't know what it is, bro. Like, I hurt myself 2-3 weeks ago at work. Be honest with you, I should have took workers' comp. I should have figured out what it was, bro. But, you know, I got a family. I got a wife. Yeah. I got things that I got to, you know what I'm saying? I got to work through, bro. We ain't got no money. I got to figure it out. And it's been hard for me, man, because, like, dude, it's been times I can't even sleep during the night because my shoulder's so messed up. You know what I'm saying? So it been a rough week for me, but it's been rough, bro. But my family's still here.
Right.
I still pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm struggling through a little discomfort and a little pain and stuff that I know, like, down the line probably could be, like, worse. But I just feel like, man, it's just instilled in us we just fight through it, man. Yeah. And, you know, unfortunately, there's a problem there because we have to take care of our health.
We definitely do.
As a black community, we really got to take care of our health. Not to get too deep, but you don't think those people that had us in the fields and stuff like that took care of their health?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, we just be preconditioned to, okay, I got to go work
We just
got
to work. We just have to work.
I got to go work today.
We
you
can
know
stand
what I'm
up.
saying?
We can stand up.
But at the end of the day, my little daughter that's 2 years old, if I don't take care of my health,
right. I know
what environment can she grow up in? I'm in the suburbs right now, bro. I'm in a nice place. You know what I'm saying? Which we got to speak on some of the stuff that's going on behind, you know what I'm saying, off the mic. But I just feel like, man, we don't think about our health. Like, that's where I've been at, bro. Like my boss right now is black. Like, I couldn't look him in his face, knowing that I need to take Monday off because my shoulder really messed up. I couldn't look him in his face as a black man and be like, I ain't gonna be here Monday. Because I understand, you know what I'm saying, what he under. With his pressure, he really under. We tend to think that okay, you a boss, so you made it. No, you really didn't, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's deeper than that.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to look out for him, but it's like we really been put in a really bad position because it's like I have to look out for my family too. Because if I really separate my shoulder and I'm out 2 weeks from now, 2 years from now, then what?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But not to get too deep, I'm blessed. I was able to wake up this week. You know what I'm saying? This week, I made it through a whole week of work. The lady yelling at me, you need to take off, but I made it through.
And you here.
But yeah, so.
Joe, how was your week?
Long AF.
Man. My week, it was, I ain't gonna lie, I probably had the least worst week out of these two. I was only at work for 3 days because I was out of town in Houston. And I really enjoyed that city for real. Like, honestly, like, it is a big ass city, like, because Texas just has a whole lot of land. Everything just spread out, so it literally takes you probably 1 hour to get one end of the city to the other. Actually, Houston, not its metro area or suburbs, but still be Houston. But, you know, I really fuck with the way they do black-owned businesses down there, how they do their restaurants and stuff. All the food was really great, you know. Houston, you know, it's a great city for real. It's just extremely big. But
that's what she said.
Yeah. Phrasing. I've been watching Oscars too much. But let's get into these topics. Torey Lanes has finally been charged. Los Angeles prosecutors he is now facing 2 felony charges: assault with a semi-automatic firearm and carrying a loaded unregistered firearm in a vehicle. Like I said this the other week ago, just like I know everybody trying to take sides and really defend and trying to say like what's really going on and stuff like that. But if you just sit back and just watch the story play out, you see how it's going. Like this dude finally got charged, and my problem with him though is like you releasing music to tell your side of the story. Like, bro, we don't need music for that. Like Joe Nathan could probably go into this more, but like get in front of the camera and say your shit if you want to speak on your side of the story. Like now is not the time for you to release music, and you didn't say shit for months before that. So it's just like, bro, like you really looking suspect around here. Now I'm not gonna just like be like so. I said this last podcast, but so against the situation that he can't speak to side of the story because he can. Every man has the right to do that, but bro, like you really got to be fighting some demons though if you shooting like women in their feet or things like that. Just shooting at woman, period. But it's like, why? How did this happen? Escalate so bad after a party, full party.
It's like Jerry. I mean, just some doing that shit up in a nutshell. Like at the end of the day, I'm glad you're getting charged for this shit because if she ain't about to sit there and pull a knife out on your ass, about to pull a strap out on your ass, like it ain't none of that shit happen. Mm-hmm. Ain't no words in the world a reason to shoot somebody. I mean, even if she raised hands at you, like you just gonna shoot her,
right? Just walk away and punch the wall.
You feel me? That's how you really feeling. Like you said, you dropping music, but you're not dropping facts. Mm-hmm. Like your music is talking in circles and talking about how much you care or all this other shit, but just speak on it. I mean, at the end of the day, it don't matter. It don't matter because you still wrong as fuck. But if you gonna do all this talking, at least make it worth something.
Right. Say your piece, man. You doing music and doing other shit that doesn't even need to be done, like gaslighting the whole situation, like just talking about stuff y'all did and I guess y'all relationship and shit like that. Like the world don't even need to do that, bro. Like
who cares?
Yeah. John.
Well, all I really got to say about the situation is, if he uses to capitalize on music, I think it's very ironic and funny that right after you drop this tape, about a week later you get charges. I think that's pretty funny because a lot of people,
Key and Peele sketch.
I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people online, it's been 50-50, I'm gonna say. They've been taking his side, they've been taking her side. But
that's the part I don't understand. Nobody don't know.
Lately, a lot of people, y'all don't know any facts about this case.
Right.
But lately, a lot of people have been turning on her until he got charged. Then all of a sudden, we want to jump.
They mad because she dropped that hard ass track.
But
boom, 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 boom. That shit, I ain't gonna lie. She on her thought shit, but she riding that beat. I got a stank ass walk, like she rapping. They mad because she dropped that shit.
But like, bro, I mean, you didn't say nothing for a long time. You used it as promo.
Right.
That's the thing.
On some real.
That's what all it looks like at the end of the day.
Right, on some real
promo shit.
Some real dude stuff. Like, you ain't never said nothing. I understand it's an open case, it's a pending case. We really can't talk on it. You know what I'm saying? Legally. But you use it as promo.
Right.
For your album. You went to New York and used people that, I'm going to be honest with you, that's not the normal New York crowd that you see in a video.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You use a couple of people that just happen to be there. Like you see the behind the scenes of this video he been shooting, like, people didn't want to be there. Like, oh, I guess it's a video. I'll be here. Like, you know what I'm saying? They go pay me. You know what I'm saying? It's a pandemic right now. Y'all give me $20, my kid got to eat. Type of stuff. Like, bro, you going outside right now. Like, if it's the case, you should have just stayed quiet.
Yeah.
And let the, you know what I'm saying, let the court proceedings prove your, you know what I'm saying, innocent until proven guilty. But be honest with you, bro, you just make yourself look worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really are. Like, I'm just speaking objectively. I'm speaking as an artist. I'm speaking as a person that care about a future collab. None of that. You make yourself look worse, bro. You should have just came out. If you couldn't speak, you should have never spoke. And if you couldn't say nothing, you should have never came out with an album. If you was going to speak from the heart like you supposedly said, it would have never been an album, bro. Let your album sit and wait until 2021.
Right.
Be honest with you. Let the court, you know what I'm saying, let the jury, let the people go through the, you know, proceedings or whatever's going to happen. Let the evidence come out and all that stuff. Nah, bro, you didn't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? You like, okay, I'm gonna need to release some music, and you was beating around the bush. Basically, like my brother said, like, you was just playing around with it. Like, you wasn't being honest with it. Which you know you can't legally, so you should just shut up.
We still haven't listened to this album. None of us has. We just read excerpts.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, from like articles and shit like that.
Cliff
quoted
notes.
what he's saying. Cliff notes. We still haven't listened to this shit.
So and that's real. Support black women.
Lauren?
Yeah.
He should have never shot her in the foot. That's all.
Right.
Right.
I walk away from a lot of heated situations. And that's what he should have did.
Right. First of all, if you get that aggressive while drinking, you shouldn't be drinking in the first place anyway.
Not.
And then, like I said earlier, though, if you're that mad in a heated situation, walk away, punch a wall. That's all you do.
All I can say is, man, this is all allegedly, but they had enough to charge you, bro.
Right. They got enough to charge you, so. Moving on. Torey Lanes, I got to say, bro, you just fucked up. You should just came out and just, or not say anything, but you should have just came out with music. You know, you want to say your side of the piece, get in front of the camera and say your side of the piece, not liking all other bullshit, gaslighting this whole situation. Making a whole fucking album.
Can I double down on this real quick? I'm gonna be honest. If you wanted to just make music, you could have made music.
Basically.
6ix9ine make music. Somebody's still buying it.
He not talking about him being a snitch or anything.
It might not be us.
Yeah.
But somebody's still buying it. So in this world, in this culture nowadays, you could have just made music. And somebody go buy it. Yeah. So it is what it is.
Right.
Like I said 10 minutes ago, it's your base of 2021. Let your court proceedings go ahead and all that. And you just deal with it, bro. You made that decision that night.
Like, I can see it was music beef or some shit like that. But this is like a criminal court situation. You making music from it. If this was like a music beef against a black
queen in 2020, where we all we got.
All we got. So Tip dropped an album, aka T.I. Tip Harris. He dropped an album called Libra.
Self-proclaimed King of the South.
Self-proclaimed King of the South, King. Stuffed Album King. I used to listen to him a lot in high school. I wouldn't say so much anymore. He's still my guy though. Like, if he was one of the most like top influential rappers from the South, he probably is. Right underneath Outkast and probably UGK and shit. He's like, you don't think so, Joe?
I'm gonna say Joe's face is pretty telling.
Of the
right?
South?
He said,
he's right underneath Outkast and UGK.
so
you didn't say Wayne at one point.
Oh yeah, you're right.
All.
I count Wayne as international though. He's like international
That's
status.
fair. That's fair.
Okay, after all of them, yeah.
Okay.
Top South rappers, top 5.
Yeah. You're right.
Oh, Scarface.
Okay. Yeah.
But anyway, he dropped the album.
I listened to about 3 tracks. I mean, John could speak more about it. I know the track that I heard. It was pretty. I'm not really a Tip fan, but he was riding the beat. And I'm gonna just let John take over.
He said if there's one thing he can do, he can ride the beat. I ain't nothing to do.
Well, what I'm gonna say about Tip is, I feel like you deliver with this album. I feel like even in the part of your career that you're at, you have evolved. I'm gonna say your metaphors have got even more clever. I feel like you delivered, man. I want to shout out to you because you did let some of our prominent black women get microphone time right now. You let Rhapsody get on there. You let Tamika Mallory get on there. It's some stuff that me in my personal life I don't agree with, but bro, you delivered a solid album. I feel like, especially right now, man, with music and the pandemic and stuff, man, you didn't just you actually took time to curate it, and you didn't like just put out anything. Like no shots at nobody, but a lot of people just put out EPs, just put out something because you could tell they need the money. You actually took your time with this album and you delivered. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is a really solid album, man. Be honest with you, I haven't listened to Tip like a full album in like 3 or 4 albums. I'm gonna be honest with you, but
this is true.
He definitely delivered, man. Like I feel like Joe, like we know how you feel, but I feel like you really like this album, bro. Like I feel like he really delivered. I feel like the interludes are very entertaining. Whoever Miss Patty is did her thing. And I feel like she was really speaking through the heart. No, she's in like multiple tracks.
Oh, okay.
Like multiple interludes and stuff like that. But I feel like she was really speaking from the heart, man, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like this was a real authentic album. Be honest with you. He had his son Domani on there. That is called Family Connect. That's one of my favorite tracks on the album. He had a song with Killer Mike. One of my favorite tracks on the album. Bruh, he had a lot of people on this album. It's pretty good. But shout out to Tip, man. It was unexpected. I did not know the album was coming.
I didn't know either.
But
I really feel, when you came in and said like Tip release, I'm like, what?
I feel like this is a real good album, bro. Mm-hmm. We do not own the rights to this music, by the way. But shout out to Tip.
He's underneath the fair use clause. So
just listening to music, riding the beat.
But yeah, shout out to Tip then.
Shout out to this artwork though, Libra. He got a black woman holding up another black woman, while a few more black women supporting some more black women.
All right, so what's going on with good music? We haven't heard shit for good music, and you look at the last since Kanye really started it, just like he hasn't really been curating his artists for real. Honestly, I mean, maybe he did have too much on his plate because when Sony first came to him about good music, I guess 2006 or whatever, he said he really didn't want to be in charge and stuff like that. But he had a lot of artists he didn't curate for a while, like Sci-Hi. What's the dude who made Panda?
Designer. Yeah, they
fucked
him.
They really fucked him up. A couple of other people too. There used to be Consequence too, but Consequences came back, and a lot of other rappers and stuff. And it's surprising. Like music's is an acronym.
One got R. Kelly in it.
good music is an acronym for getting out our dreams, and then you're not helping people fulfill out their dreams.
Yeah.
I'm glad now. Even Tiana Taylor, like, I mean, that's been resolved, but it seems like once people speak out about that shit, that's when he like steps in and like, okay, some shit like that. Like Tiana Taylor, like the first album she dropped was her debut album was like that 5-track album, but it didn't release on time. The Nas album didn't release on time as well.
Album good music.
Well, he did it. That was part of it, I guess.
Oh, okay.
What else? What else? With people speak out. Hit Boy, he had problems with Kanye and things like that. But I guess he appreciate him.
Big Sean
now
actually spoke out.
Yeah, Big Sean kept it real,
which is wow.
I feel like it's okay.
For real?
Like,
What did he say? Hold on.
He was just like Kanye's first advance for him was like
15,000. Yeah.
Like, damn,
bruh. And that's supposed to last for 4 years.
You feel me?
Yeah, I remember
he did that shit.
That was in the video I watched. That's what made me come up with this topic, though.
Like, he definitely, but he stayed loyal, which is crazy. But
right, for me, it's like Kanye. You can't talk about going against a man if you ain't taking care of your fellow man. But we all know Kanye. Sometimes he be being Kanye. He need to do what's right to his fellow. Right. Good music.
That's why I'm glad though he let Pusha T be president. Then after a while, after he saw, I guess too much.
I need good music to make some shit though.
You're right.
Yeah, I like what it felt like it was too much on this.
Like
plate.
Is Big Sean's album? Are you affiliating that shit with good music?
Nah.
Ooh, exactly.
So, nobody from good music on that.
Good music though.
I mean, well, Travis Scott not really on. But and the thing about it too, you have all these people writing for him as well, and he's not putting them on as well. They looking for him for the connections and stuff like that, and that shit is not happening.
Yeah,
there's more people who just said too. A few other more people as well.
But I'm not giving him a excuse. But all the stuff that's on his plate though, does that play a part into it? Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not famous or nothing at all. Like, funny thing is, I'm a real guy, so I think about this stuff at all times. Like I missed some phone calls because it's been a long day, bro. And I ain't got the time.
Yeah, I feel
what I'm
you.
saying? For you to confide in me because I don't really have anything to offer you right now because it's been a long day for me. So you got to multiply that times a multi-millionaire. Billionaire type thing, like you're head of like all these other artists are trying to come to you. You know what I'm saying?
Now, mind you, he's still going through
right,
but what he going through.
Mind you, there are other bars out there though too, like TDE. That's what I'm saying. He should probably find somebody else who's able to curate all these other artists and put out, quality music. That's more than 5 songs long, and actually, like I said, quality is not rushed or anything like that, and released on time as well. Heck, we even say Dreamville too, like for real.
Oh, Dreamville's doing it.
Yeah. You got these other, independent record labels trying to put people on things of that nature as well. So
why can't you?
You see the bars out there, like I'm saying. At one point, even what's that shit? Interscope and Aftermath. That was early 2000s though. Mm-hmm. With Eminem and all of them and 50 Cent,
Shady
G-Unit, Shady Aftermath. So you honestly see that shit. But you brought up a good point too, Joe. Like I'm surprised you didn't bring it up yet. But like, there's no reason. Big Sean is our guy. He is our guy. But
like you the dang, if Drake's LeBron, Big Sean, you like for real, you like Dame Lillard to me, for real. Cause it's like you don't miss. Even when you miss, you don't miss. Cause it's like Big Sean, you stay elevating your shit. Like sometimes, I feel like a few of your albums had too many songs, but when you hit what was the album before this one?
I decided.
I decided. Or you want to
Yeah,
call
I decided
the
like
one with Metro Boomin too.
I was about to get to that, but I decided like I felt like you finally figured out what you was trying to do, and this album just solidified it. Like I'm a rapping ass nigga. Like fuck them bullshit. Like Big Sean be rapping, and then he dropped that shit with I don't know why I don't get enough recognition, but that shit he did with Metro Boomin. Big Sean is a rapping ass nigga, and he up there with Drake, J. Cole, all of them. Like,
but with that being
what?
said,
How you going? What's up?
With that being said, how Sci High still haven't been put on.
True
like
story.
That.
He should have been the first one put on.
Bruh, Sci High is the fucking truth out here. He is my. I still play.
No dope on Sundays.
To this day.
Out of respect.
To this day. All them songs. Like, bro.
I mean, he was writing on My Dark Twisted Fantasy.
He had this nigga's vote. His verse on Soul Plot 2010. 10 years. 10 years. Probably even might be 11 because he probably was working on Dark Fantasy in 2009.
Yeah, it was like 2009.
He probably was working it because that's when he was in Hawaii recording this shit. I think in 2009.
That shit crazy. I'm about to pull that shit up. No dope on Sundays. Shout out to you, Sci High. Like people be sleeping on you, man.
But yeah, so that just goes back to the curate thing. That was 11 years ago, bro. Like how is this man not? How are? And I ain't trying to be funny, but how are a lot of these artists right now is a past Sci-Hi right now?
Bruh.
Right.
But lyrically, like, he's killing a lot of folks. And, like, bruh, like, he just keeps you entertained every time he speaks. I feel like he wastes no bar, honestly.
Yeah.
He wastes no bar.
He wastes no bar. When he just talk, I'd be like, bruh, damn.
Bar guy.
And like this song you playing right now is everything you need in a rap song, like for real, like.
And he keeping it real. He paying homage to the old school like shit. Ain't shit happening on Sunday, nigga. You can't buy no liquor on Sunday, nigga.
Open.
At the end, the piano comes in and then you just push your T just rapping on some real shit.
You should have got that shit on Saturday, nigga. You know we gotta pay respect to grandma and them. They cooking dinner right now. No dope on Sundays.
For real. For real. I ain't a street nigga, but just a nigga in the street. Like, for real.
That's real.
Great. For real. I'm just trying to make a living. I don't take this serious. I'm just making a living. For real.
Right.
But man, like good music, man. For real, we thought y'all could probably be. I mean, I don't want to say the next bad boy because, you know, money was getting funny in Bad Boy too. I mean,
right?
Like
Trauma.
Diddy or nothing like that. But you know, because you did your thing with the big shiny shoots and shit, did he?
Right.
But you know, and like real money. But you know, we thought you was gonna be those guys. You know, to at least have like spitters on your team. You put it out everybody. You know. So. Yeah, man, that's all we got on music right now. What did you pause it? All right, so Lakers won the finals.
Hey.
If you have been hiding under a rock or something, you know, just announced Lakers won the finals.
Congratulations, Lakers.
Congratulations, Lakers. Like, to me, it was always up in the air. Like, I wanted LeBron to see his fourth ring, and I also wanted Jimmy Butler. So, to me, you know, I wasn't, like, really into it. I was watching his game, but, you know, I wasn't rooting for any side or, like, yeah, LeBron won or whatever. Or be mad Miami lost, you know, things of that nature. But people have been saying, it's not a lot, but it said 90% of people,
19 or 90?
19% of people have been saying these finals are fake. And I'm just like, how? Everybody's on the same playing field. Nope, you don't have to worry about home court advantage or anything. Like, it's the same level. Everybody, and then people are balling too. I can see if people were just half-assing it, if the players out there half-assing it. But no, they've been balling, putting up points. They don't have to worry about home court advantage or anything like that. And people also got to realize this is a pandemic we're going through right now. The first ever of this big of a pandemic during this contemporary modern era. Like, this is new for everybody. And this is hard for everybody. So just to say this this is a fake finals, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like y'all,
They ain't have to come out here and do this shit,
they
nigga.
really didn't have to come out and do this. And the fact is, they were smart about it by creating the bubble, the NBA. Everybody else out here, yeah, they don't have fans in there, but they still traveling and being out.
Got corona and shit.
Yeah.
Cam Newton got corona and shit.
Games gotta be postponed.
Niggas gotta games gotta be postponed and shit because niggas got corona and shit. NBA has been the best at it when you come to sports entertainment.
Bruh,
has been the best at it to produce a high level product as well as keeping people safe. Like.
Bro, especially the chefs that they be invited, because Disney wasn't doing shit for their food for real. So they had to invite the team chefs out there, and there's one lady, she's a black queen, I can't remember her name, but she was on Business Insider. She has to get up at 4:30 a.m. every morning and cook that shit for them. And then, like, she also lose money after a while because teams get eliminated and shit like that, but she still gets up, cook this food. It's the Southern Comfort restaurant there, but she has a long day. And shout out to that black queen, man, for real. Like, NBA's
right. Like, the NBA did the best at it as these other sports, and I'm pretty sure when that shit drop, whenever the season restart, that shit gonna be the truth because the NBA is they're being realistic about it. They're not rushing things. They're playing things as they go because they understand, like, this shit is new for everybody. But to go back to the basketball aspect, like, I mean, I'm always gonna be a Jordan advocate. But right now, if I'm being honest, that shit about even with him and LeBron. Like, I understand you them L's. That's what really stops. That's what really kills the argument. Like, you could talk analytics, but at the end of the day, Jordan has a 100% win rate in the finals. LeBron has a 40% win rate in the finals. Like, but the fact that he has gotten to the final so many times on some Jerry West, and he's always like competing with somebody else's record. Like, he's tying Jerry West and what's my nigga name that played with the James Worthen and all these other niggas for final appearances, even though they taking the L's, but they didn't got there. I mean, that's still, and some of them L's you gotta understand, like Golden State. You gotta understand the first year when he was by himself and Matthew Delly was his. Then you had
the first time with the Spurs, he had a mop bucket of trash.
Nope. You gotta count that L now. You do. Because he done been to the finals 10 times. You gotta count that L.
That's true.
But the ones the ones I don't count personally. I don't count the one where he was by himself when Matthew Dellavedova was
2014-15 season.
And then them 2 years, it was just Golden State and KD. Like, goddamn, what you expect?
Yeah. So you count the one with the Spurs, the first one.
Yeah.
All right.
I count the Spurs and I count the Mavericks. Like, they once, but then that's another reason why. LeBron,
I all the Miami shits I count them, and the other one with who they lost the last time before he came back to Cleveland. Was it
Golden State? Golden
Spurs.
It was the Spurs.
Yeah,
they saw the Spurs two years in a row. No, they saw the Spurs.
No, I'm saying I don't miss the Spurs when he was with Cleveland.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. The Spurs, the Spurs when he was with Miami, that can. The Spurs when he was in Cleveland the first time.
Yeah.
You count that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, he had a save.
He done been there 10 times now. But I will say this about LeBron: like, what more do you want from him? He done went to the final. He done went to the finals like when he was by himself. He done went to the finals with a super team. He done went to a finals when it was a shortened season. He done went to the finals playing all 82 games. He done went to the finals during the pandemic. He done went to the finals when all he had was a bag of chips again. Like, what more do you want from him? He done did it on every level. By himself, with a super team, during some bullshit, during the pandemic. Like,
I saw a poster said it the best. The GOAT, the Mamba, and the King. Like,
yeah.
That's the best you can really say.
Yeah.
For real. Like, put this situation, everybody just be like.
And that's how you end that shit.
Right. The GOAT, the Mamba, and the King.
But I'm going to be honest, man. My only argument against people is, man, I'm going to be honest, man. On my job, there's a lot of people that are like, oh, this is a fake championship or this is that. I said, bro.
I know Cleveland niggas.
That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
Everybody had the same circumstances, bro.
That's what I just said earlier.
Save for the Phoenix Suns, I don't know why y'all invited them if they was gonna go undefeated
and still get put out. Memphis should have been gone.
That makes no
I
sense.
hate to say it. Memphis should have been gone. It should have been Portland and Phoenix in that playing game. Like
I think they just wanted to play. Like
you have 100% win record, and you're not in the playoff. At least a play-in.
But other than that, everybody had to go to the same thing, man. It was almost 100 days without their families. Like I was thinking at first, like, damn, Jimmy Butler, man. Must have a little side piece down there. He didn't want his family to come, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just real nigga shit.
Shout out to Jimmy Butler, though.
But then I realized LeBron didn't bring his family.
He didn't trust none of those barbers down there in the bubble either.
Bruh.
Bro, he looked like a pirate. The way his mustache was looping, my nigga looked like a pirate.
Bro, this nigga had a raggedy porn stash. Like,
right.
A raggedy, bro. Like, he like, fuck it, I'm out here.
Like, y'all didn't hear that music? Yeah, it wasn't hard for y'all to watch the finals because y'all just heard.
But that shit was crazy.
But besides that, man, like they all had the same circumstances. Like you gonna sit here and tell Jimmy Butler that was a fake finals,
right?
You gonna sit here and tell
he
all
worked
the
his
people
ass off.
That worked their ass off to tell them that's a fake finals, bro. Like man, all y'all keyboard warriors that ain't picked up basketball in 10, 15
that's
years.
What I'm saying.
Sit the fuck down.
Right.
That's what them niggas was balling. I can see if everybody was half-assing, but they wasn't. They was balling. Y'all put me onto that shit. That's why I was like, I gotta get YouTube
You gonna
TV.
tell Carmelo that wasn't real? He was balling, bro.
Right.
Thank you.
All right. Going on. Coaching, there's some coaching positions that have been filled. Ty Lue is now the head coach of the Clippers.
I saw it coming.
Clippers are gonna clip.
I feel like it might be a different story next year because everybody's back healthy. Like, I'm not taking shit away from LeBron because he had his own obstacles he had to go through during this bubble. But next year, shit is going to go,
Steph,
not
Clay.
even, right, like, shit is about to get back real. Like, the Warriors are here. The Mavericks are here. You got the Nets on the other side. Jason Tatum looking like he KD on that side for real. Kemba Walker was playing injured, like damn near a majority of the bubble. So if Kemba come back looking like himself, like stop it. Like the NBA about to be real next year. Like NBA about to be gone. Like they was talking about who's the biggest threat to the Lakers next year because clearly they're the favorite. Everybody was saying the Clippers or maybe the Bucks, and I'm like, you gonna forget about the Warriors? Like all they know is threes. Like
first off,
the Bucks is Giannis gonna stay? Is Giannis gonna
how
stay?
does the Warriors get number one pick?
Because it was horrible.
Bruh,
they got number 3 though. They didn't get number 1.
Well, number 3, Jared.
First round,
you know
probably.
who in the reserves? You got Klay Thompson. This man has his own religion, which is that's ridiculous. You got Steph Curry, who was just chilling.
Yup, off a hand.
You know what I'm saying? Like you already know. We got Draymond Green, who shoots the basketball with a backpack on.
Still got Swaggy P too, don't you?
Oh, he been gone.
He gone?
Swaggy P might not
be
in the
gone.
league,
He
bro.
not in the league.
He not in the league.
But besides that, bro, you already know the Warriors gonna do their thing. You already know what it is. They revolutionized the game, bro.
They definitely did. Everybody shoot 3-pointers now because of them.
Yeah, because of them.
Like, and the Rockets.
Come on, man.
Yes,
Impact.
They
didn't succeed on their type of
biggest underachieving team.
You're right, but let's not act like the Rockets did not influence the league. They did not succeed like they should have. I am in agreement with you guys, but let's not act like they did not impact the league on shooting threes.
Who's showing the results though?
They missed 27.
Golden State, but they don't just shoot threes. They're just great at the threes that they shoot. There's a difference. Golden State wasn't just coaching plays a big factor because I guess with the Rockets, from my interpretation, it was like everyone wanted to conform to what Harden believed in, and they got a coach that was just gonna let Harden do him, and just space the flow. Ain't no bigs. They shot a lot of threes. They missed a lot of threes, but when you shoot a lot of threes, the threes that you do make, that shit do count. you shoot 33% from three as a team, but you shoot like 500 of them hoes. That's still a lot of threes, you know. You feel me? That's the Rockies' motto, though.
What about Doc to the 76ers?
Ben Simmons cannot shoot.
Glenn to the 76ers.
Ben Simmons can't shoot. Joel Embiid is a beast. Ben Simmons can't shoot. I believe they did not renew JJ Redick.
No, he been gone. He with the Pelicans.
Yeah, so yeah, they're done.
Who's that perimeter shooter there?
Rocky? Is he still running up them downstairs?
To be honest,
they
made a trade.
Or is he tired from running them
when
stairs?
Jimmy Butler
got that McMill?
When Jimmy Butler left, when Jimmy Butler left Philly, it was a sign and trade. So Jimmy Butler went out like a real nigga. I'm not just gonna leave y'all assed out. He willing to make a trade for me. We could do a sign and trade. So they got Josh Richardson. He's like, I say like Jordan Clarkson type player. You know when he played for the Cavs. He'll either give you 2 points. He'll either give you 2 points or he'll give you 17 points.
He went off a couple times.
But it's only a couple times.
But you already know Jordan Clarkson.
Underlined in bold.
But Jordan Clarkson is like the microwave, though. You know he's going to shoot off the bench.
Yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. Like he either gonna give you 2 points or he gonna give you 20 points. He
ain't in the league anymore.
Who?
Yeah, exactly.
Josh?
Mike Jones.
Oh no, he been gone. He a VP for the Suns, I think.
Damn.
Right, but Philly, that might be a good hire because Doc, that's a legendary voice going into Ben Simmons.
It's legendary, all right.
Like shoot the damn ball, and
you can't call him Doc anymore, Glenn.
That's disrespectful to Doc. Like we already
Dr. J.
We gonna respect him.
I agree with that. I'm telling you right now.
It's been years.
Like we gonna respect it, but let Doc be Doc.
Right. So COVID-19 coronavirus is still here to stay. It's been spiking up here in Ohio. It's crazy. Once the governor said the Cleveland area has decreased, we're now back in code red. It is so crazy. And Europe had also spiked up as well. It's like it's spiking up everywhere, but Asia. And they said with the third wave is going to be even crazier, supposedly.
So it's supposed to be a third wave?
Well, this not even
when they talking about the third wave gonna happen.
I mean, because isn't this the second wave right now, or this ain't the second wave?
If my interpretation, this is like the start of the second wave. Oh. If I'm looking just from my perspective,
I count as the third.
You think this is the second wave right here? We're living in the second wave.
The summer was the second wave.
The summer? You think so?
Yeah, when it was really going crazy.
So you don't think the because it's flu season,
the
spikes are gonna go up even more so than it was the summer?
You true about that.
Because,
but I think that's the third. I don't know. I just do it as the seasons.
Like March, I feel like March was the start of it. Mm-hmm. June and July was the the summer was the continuation of it, and now we're about to enter the second wave.
Okay. I was saying March and April and May was like the first season. The summer was the second, and entering the fall is the third. But who knows? I mean, the thing is, it's getting more crazier in each area and things like that, and it's crazy how like Europe had that under control, but now it's spiking back up.
Because people got too comfortable, man. For real. Regardless of I always say this, like, regardless of what you believe about this pandemic, it's still out here.
You're right.
You got to do your due diligence, and other countries ain't got to deal with this shit. Like, they got they peoples. Like, whatever they got going on, they got their peoples. And it's like we trying to move too fast. We trying to take this shit like it's just. We gonna treat this shit like this.
We give our people money.
You feel me? We gonna treat this shit like it's the flu. Like people done died from it. Like people done died from it.
Hold on, Lord. What you guys say?
But then you got people who think it's propaganda and not even real.
Right.
So it's like.
It didn't help by Trump saying, "Oh, you finished."
And then I worked on a COVID unit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Multiple times.
Yeah.
It's real. I worked on the better end of the COVID unit, but still, you know what I'm saying?
That shit's still real.
It's there. It's here.
And that's what I'm saying. You gotta take your precautions. You gotta be wearing your mask. You gotta have your mask everywhere. Just make sure you take precautions for real. And then you got people like our president saying, "Don't be afraid," because he got somehow caught it, and then
2 days later,
he's good. But he was in the military state hospital, state of the art military hospital. I should say that.
He said that they have medications. Yes, they have medications for him because he can afford it.
You feel me?
You know, he can afford it. So, of course, people are going to believe him and think that, oh, they can afford it too because they have the medications. No.
That's not everybody. That's not the status quo.
Right.
Exactly.
That is a rare occurrence. That is a selective few.
Shit's wild. But this is who we pick as a president. COVID.
And it's just crazy. If you had asked me back in April, I thought it'd be over back now. Because me and my dad was talking, I remember, like maybe about April, May, June, no.
Bro, we living through history right now.
Definitely living through history. Like,
right.
This is the way life is now. Like, I'm not telling you to stop living your life, but, like, just take precautions that everybody supposed to take precaution. Like, if you travel, wear your mask and things like that. Just be careful.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And if you go to one of the higher risk areas, quarantine when you get back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with quarantining yourself, just being safe.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
You know, if that does happen, you guys just be careful out here, man. It is a real thing. People are still dying out here. Yes, a lot of people might be asymptomatic, but still other people are dying. If you could do your due diligence to prevent it from happening, to prevent it from happening, for real. This is not a hoax. This is not nothing like that.
And then you remember when they first said, the older is more acceptable to the older crowd.
Mm-hmm.
No, anybody can get it.
Mm-hmm.
Children, babies, dogs,
cats,
dogs, animals at the zoo.
Everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in the club getting tipsy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So make sure you do your due diligence out here. It's spiking up. It's about to be flu season too. It's getting colder out. I know it's spooky season. Everybody want to go to Halloween and hunt the house and stuff like that. Just make sure you have your mask. Masks are the thing,
And don't forget to sanitize them hands.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Always carry a bottle of hand sanitizer.
Sanitize your hands. Yeah, I saw it. I was gonna post that one. The only time I actually subtweet or do a sub to somebody, y'all know I'm doing it to y'all, right?
Yeah.
It'd be about Batman.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. John said something last time. I thought you was gonna say something. Right.
Like, I'm showing Jared these memes that I
Charlamagne
guess the new wave.
questions.
I guess the new wave is Charlamagne the guy asking some questions.
Because he was he told Logic some shit. Like, he asked Logic some shit about how some shit feel when your brother was drug dealing out some shit. And,
Charlamagne be asking some outlandish questions. And I guess his meme, the first meme that I showed him was Charlamagne interviewing Batman. And it was like, so how do you expect criminals to talk after you beat their jaws loose? You're right.
Bro,
and then another one.
Honestly, you could be an honest selling pot dealer in Gotham, and then Batman just come around and beat your ass, just trying to feed your kids. Like, what's going on?
Trying to find a plug because he's trying to stop that shit.
I'm just saying, though, bro.
And then another one was like, he talking to the Green Power Ranger. Damn, you threw the whole squad out the Megazord and beat their ass.
He said something about Spider-Man. Like, damn, you really didn't stop Uncle Ben's killers like that?
You're right.
Damn.
Outlandish.
Bro.
But yeah, what's next?
Bro, we would like to say thank you to our black queens first and foremost.
Yeah.
A lot of times when us dudes get dressed up and stuff like this, us brothers and stuff like that, we don't be known like lotion on the side of our face. We have a booger in the nose. Our collars flipped inside out and something like that. But y'all be onto that shit.
Right.
And we appreciate y'all. We appreciate more than that. Y'all really are the backbone of our society.
Yeah.
And, we know you guys should really get more recognition. And we really appreciate that shit. Like how y'all just be looking out. Because, know good and well, another dude is going to tell another dude, black male, man, hey, you got a booger in your nose or some shit. You really got to be looking fucked up for something like that. Or you got lint in your hair or something like that.
Niggas just gonna let that shit ride.
Right, like, yeah.
Ain't got shit to do with me.
So we like to say.
Salute the black queens. That you got some on your mustache, Poppy.
Right.
Okay, I appreciate
something
that.
in your beard. Like,
you feel me? You got something in your beard.
I remember I had lotion on the side of my head for like a minute until a girl told me.
And you be like, damn, you go through half the day. You be like, damn, and you the only first one? So y'all just let this shit ride? Like, damn.
Right. And we also got to know, like, it's okay to tell another dude that, though, too. That shit is not homophobic. Like, bro, we just looking out for each other. Like,
we got to get out of that shit. We got to start supporting each other. Like, I was looking at something on YouTube a little while back, and it was a young lady speaking to a crowd. I think she was a comedian. But she was like, the women had they revolution, like, to figure out who they were and how they were going to do things. And sometimes us as men don't know how to accept that. And we need to go through our own little revolution. It's not going to be the same as women's because we don't need to be empowered. We need to have more understanding. You feel me? More comprehension. Because it's like,
bruh,
it's okay for y'all
saying stuff. I'll be like, bruh.
Like, you sound like a whole nigga out here. Like, this is really how you want to project yourself. But yeah, it's like, man, we need our own revolution, but needs to be a revolution or a revelation of an understanding. Like, we gotta figure this shit out. Like, shit ain't like you come home, motherfucker do the dishes, clean the shit. Like, y'all both out here doing shit. Like, y'all gotta figure that shit out. That shit 50-50.
And I think that's the thing is too, like, we should come to understanding that, like, we're both in this together, trying to survive in this world, live together. Like, we both just in it. Instead of, like, you did this, you did that, so you're my superior, you're inferior to me, and things like that. We're both in this together, trying to figure this shit called life out. Like, we're both in it. Like, it shouldn't be no, like, separation with that at all, you know?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, that's the way I feel about this thing. But also, we do have this problem, too, of perpetuation, this cycle of trauma between everybody. Like, yeah, it's crazy because we know we was talking about, we didn't even really get into it. I think we skipped it. But in case y'all didn't know, Offset and Cardi B are back together now. Cardi B saying, you know, she likes like nice skin things. I forgot what car Offset bought her, but it was something, and it had a Culture's own car seat in the back and things of that nature. And then, so like days later, somebody tweeted, I know it's all jokes, but Offset is an abuser. Textbook emotional abuse. When she tries to leave, he manipulates. On average, it takes people up to 7 tries to leave an abusive relationship before they actually leave so good. Cardi B retweeted a comment that said, abusive girl, I'm the one that do the hitting and shit talking. I'm just a crazy bitch. One day I want to smack a nigga, and the next week I want to ride his face and come and get the cum rag. Y'all be trying to analyze too much. We are just simply dysfunctional. But that's the thing, though. Why does dysfunctional relationships has to be the bar with black people? Like, honestly, for real, it's just like this cycle of trauma. Like, oh, I gotta hit this nigga, or I gotta do this and shit like that, things of that nature. Or, for instance, what I see on social media happen a lot. Black women can post a status or a post about bashing black men. Some, and you know, some black men might feel some type of way, and they might comment on it, and then a lot of black women respond, if it don't fly, then let it apply. Then don't let it apply. The same black dude can say something from his perception, and then like a lot of black women attacked him. But what happened to let it fly? If it don't fly, then don't let it apply. There, because I think we keep both perpetuating our trauma onto each other and saying things, and I think we have to also stop. You know, when we say man and woman, we have to say some man, some woman. When we make these posts bashing each other because we're generalizing our whole gender. You know, things of that nature. Like we have to learn to say some instead of all just man or woman. Period. Because I think people gonna feel some type of way. Period. Even though you say let it. If it don't apply, then, you know, let it fly. Things of that nature.
How I look at it is like, we created that monster, though. Like we've been like, let's just keep it 100.
And you're right. We have been a lot of niggas who
Let's
have
just
been ain't
not
shit.
not even just that. Like the man has been the dominant. Like it has been the apex. We have been the apex. So we created this narrative like we're the breadwinners. The woman sits at home and just has to deal with the shit. Claims, but you're getting provided for, and now it's getting to a point where women can provide for themselves, and it's like you don't necessarily need a man to do that, and it's like, well, since you're not the breadwinner, what else can you provide to the table? I don't have to allow that bullshit that you forced me to deal with, or my ancestors had to deal with. I don't have to deal with that same shit. I had to blow down on anyone. You know, it's just a changing of times.
And I feel you
and
right
it's
there.
like we created that monster, and you know, with all good things with the women revolution, you have a woman scoring, and sometimes they make a post. It don't apply to dudes, but it's like we created this. We have a black man or a brother just out here just dog walking these women, and she just speaking from her perspective.
And I understand you.
That's her truth.
Because that's her truth, but that's her perception as well, and then that goes against us projecting our trauma on other people.
We can't blame it on them, though.
I know we can't blame it on them, but that perpetuates the cycle as well.
So the question is, what do we do about it? Because we can't blame it on them. We can't. What we gonna do? Tell them to stop?
I know we can't. No. We can't tell them to stop,
Right.
But I'm just saying. I think that just comes with like, yeah, this happens to me, but this is not everybody's situation or things like that. Like we just have to come to that critical thinking phase or things of that nature, like that. Like, yeah, this is not everybody, but it's me. And then a lot of dudes do that too. Like a lot of dudes be like, "Oh, I hate light skinned women just because of this," or things of that nature. Just generalizing, just like colorism on top of that. Like we can't do that. We have to stop the cycle some way. You know. We got to stop generalizing. We got, like I said, stop posting our past traumas on other people, and then the traumas can go even deeper than that within our children and things like that. The cycle of trauma, like what we project on our children, because what was done to us when we were kids.
But see, a lot of people, and
I was just saying, like we got to find some type of way to stop that cycle.
Oh, you're absolutely right. But speaking from my perspective, a lot of people have children and they low key not ready for them, and it's like the last thing you thinking about is trauma. You're trying to figure out how you're gonna pay these bills, how I'm gonna take care of this person, and you're doing the best you know how to do, and it may not be it, but you're doing the best you know how to do, and that's all you can ask. And it's just someone got to break the cycle. You're absolutely right. And I hope whoever's listening, like, if you're a black man, black woman, you choose to just break the cycle. Because we be having these kids. That's why I'm scared to have kids. Because it's like, man, that's a whole nother life you raising. It could either go up or down. And it's like, if you're not ready, just stop. Like, that's a whole nother life.
Like I said, like we need.
And it's okay for us to go to therapy. Like black people, it's okay to go to therapy. It's okay to talk about your problems.
It's okay to us to go to therapy. It's okay for us to not to have sex so soon. For real, like
I think that's a world thing. I don't even think that's just a black thing. Like
that's true too.
Especially how it's just so easily accessible. Like link in bio. I'm not just talking about women. I'm just talking about
period. Yeah, I know. Like, link in bio.
Link in bio, like it's there.
As far as
or
getting therapy or whatever, I went to counseling to talk about some issues that were bothering me when a good friend of mine passed away at work, and then after that it was like death after death after death after death.
Yeah.
So of course, I was very emotional, and I actually went to go talk to somebody. See, at my job we have EAP, Employee Assistance Program. Everybody, like if you're going through situations where you feel like you have no one to talk to them.
Yeah.
If your job offers that, and you're going through some issues outside of work, you can talk to them about that too. It's not always about issues at work or problems that you're dealing with at work or whatever. It could be anything.
Yeah.
Like the world is finally now paying attention to mental health, and we have these. What's the word I'm looking for?
Now it's time for us to pay attention to mental health
and what is triggering us, and we have these. I can't resources we can use
Mm-hmm.
that to help us get through our trauma and process our mental health to find out what's going on with us.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going through it, it's okay to talk about it.
Right.
You don't have to hold that shit in no more because it ain't that time of day no more.
Definitely isn't. All right, man. It's now spooky season. On to a lighter note, man. It's Halloween. And but what are some of the scariest movies you guys have seen?
Scariest movies, or can we just say scariest
scary movies or incidents, or like if you even had a paranormal experience,
or like a
yourself?
TV show? Oh man, if we talking about paranormal experience, I remember eating a slice of pizza. I had cut school, and I went home, and I was like, I just ate a slice of pizza, and I took a nap. And as I took a nap, I woke up, and I was like, all right, I'm up. Let me try to get up, but I can't get up.
Oh, sleep paralysis.
Yeah, and it was just like I was stuck, but I was
scary.
awake.
That sleep paralysis
like
scary.
That shit was real. Like I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get
myself.
up in 3, 2, but it don't move, and that shit be weird.
Bruh, like you be trying to, but you just can't.
Yeah.
And I dealt with that a lot too. They said that majority happens in African American males, which is crazy. But a lot of people also see like shadow mans and like the old hags sitting on their stomach. I'm glad I don't see shit.
Right.
I just see the room I'm in. I do hear like fizzy shit or like running water, like crazy shit, but that shit does happen to me. But I don't see shit. I'm glad I don't see shit. If I see shit, I don't know what happened. I'm like, like, bruh. If I see a shadow man staring at me,
I'm gonna be honest. I've had these situations, man, a lot, especially when I was younger, as a little kid. I've never seen nothing per se,
right?
But it's almost like you like conscious. So it's like Joe was saying, like you sit here like, all right, bruh. Like I had it so much where it was like, okay, you're not fully awake. Go back to sleep. And like I would like force myself to go back to sleep, like in the dream state. I fall into a deep sleep. Then I
just try to wake up. I just wake up.
But yeah, it's been a lot of times where it's like I'm trying to like
move and you can't.
Yell for my parents, like type stuff. Because when I was a kid, I was like lay on the side of their bed, like on the floor, and like it's like, dude, you can't get nothing out. Like it's like, damn, like that's really a scary moment.
Bro, this shit just happened the other day. Just lay on this couch right here. I felt my face like.
Right. Like come on, bro, get it.
Come on, man. I hear the TV and stuff. I'm just glad I don't see stuff.
To speak on like spooky occurrences, man. Like I moved into an old house. We had parties, all kinds of stuff there.
I was at East 131st.
Yeah, like I moved to a house, like it was weird, like bro. But at the point, I just needed somewhere for my family to stay. It was like $400 a month. It was a house. But immediately when you walk in, man, like these people still had their pictures and stuff up, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? So it was like it was creepy, man. I remember one day, man, I was tired, bro. I came home. I was there by myself, man. My boys at daycare or at school or whatever. My wife working at the hair store. I'm just like, man, I'm sitting on the couch. Like, I just got to chill right now. Like, I'm just tired. Like, you know. And I swear the whole time I'm sitting there, like, somebody's sitting next to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or they hovering over me. Like it's like weird. Like, you know how you can tell somebody walk up on you? Like, you can feel the presence of a person or whatever.
Right.
Like, I don't know if they give them like
certain
vibrations or whatever it is. Like, and I just knew, and I was just like, man, come on, man, I'm tired. I'm like, I know this is your house, but really, my family just here. This is where we gotta be for now. I ain't trying to take over your spot. Hey man, I watch it Sports Center. Like literally, this is a legit conversation I had. I was like, man, I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but if you cool with that, man, look. And after that day, I never had that feeling. But from the moment I moved in, that was like a month later after I moved in. Every day it was like something, bro.
That's
like,
crazy.
Like
though.
I couldn't wait to leave the house because it was like I already knew like
And y'all say that
somebody
happened
was
mostly
sitting there,
upstairs, though. Like, y'all feel
Yeah,
like it
oh,
was-
definitely in the room. Like, it was one time they went to church, man. I was tired, man. I'm like, I can't get up today. And not the worst part about it is I'm watching Lord of the Rings too. So it's like it ain't helping me. Like I'm watching Desolation of Smog. Like it's not helping me. I'm sitting there like, damn, man. Okay, man. It just feel like somebody was there the whole time, just like,
That's crazy.
what you doing?
Right,
in my
that
house,
shit
bro?
wild.
Because I've been in the house a
Like,
couple of times. I never felt that. A lot of times I have been inebriated and
yeah,
probably
oh,
blacked
definitely,
out.
right. But
And I never knew. But I never really per se felt that. But like, I know like about 100 places around the Cleveland area, like Franklin Castle, stuff like that. And Squire's Castle, one of those. So every time I walk up there, I never feel anything, but I always just like watching over my shoulder and stuff because they said his wife might appear or something like that, Squire Castle and stuff like that.
yeah, but in all honesty, man, like that was just my personal experience, man. Like I've never experienced that before, but just being there is just almost like this is my place. Like, you know what I'm saying?
This
like,
your
what are you
home,
doing
so it's your
here?
peace.
Like, I don't know you type stuff. And, like, I had that conversation. Like, all right, man, look, I don't know if you're a demon or whatever. You trying to play with, mess with my mind or whatever. But, bro, I'm watching Sports Center. I'm tired. I just had a real nigga moment. Like, bro, I'm tired, bro. Like, this is the only place I got to go right now. Like, I ain't on it. Like, I ain't trying to be here disrespectful. I'll leave your pictures up. Whatever the hell.
You got
know
it.
what I'm saying?
Right. You got it.
I'm not going to that scary ass basement. Like, that's your domain. Like, I'm not going down there. But other than that, like, yeah. But other than that, like, my favorite movie is Halloween. Like, that's my favorite. Like I used to be a big Jason fan. You know what I'm saying? So around this time, I used to love it. Like, or any Friday the 13th, I used to be like, oh, I got to get home, bro, because they about to have a whole marathon on. And I'm just a big Halloween. Like, that's like my favorite type movie. Because like Michael Myers, like he has a human aspect to him, but it's
He's
like
still
he also has a supernatural aspect to him. And it's just like you can't understand it. Like everybody that battles him is like they don't understand it. Like, okay, you're a dude. You're just a dude. But somehow you have a supernatural aspect to you. And I got really invested when they remade the one last year or a year.
I still got to see
2
that
years
one.
ago. I got reinvested because like they went all kinds of directions. Like there was a cult like direction. There was a movie when he wasn't even in it. Like, but with this one they brought it back to like, okay, this is a direct follow up from the original one. And I thought it was pretty good, man. I actually bought it on 4K. I thought it was pretty good.
My movie, I really love the Scream movies because
I love the movies too.
Because it plays on the slasher flick, and also it revitalized the slasher flick too in the 90s and stuff like that. Because like we said, like Jason and Michael Myers were the slasher, but after a while they became supernatural. But Ghostface was just always a regular human, and he was a klutz too. He was like the clumsiest nigga. Whoever was
right.
Ghostface be falling.
My nigga be fucking up. My nigga be fucking up. My nigga Ghostface be able to try that shit again.
Right. So many times, like nigga just run in the kitchen, put the freezer door in his face. He's like, oh, and stuff like that. The Scream movies were the truth for real. I think we underestimate how good or great or ageless or timeless they were going to be. And when you look back, like, yo, this shit's still good. For real, like the Scream movies, 1, 2, 3.
My nigga was fucking up.
He was
stabbing and grabbing, fucking up. Like goddamn, oh fuck. Shit, hold on, I got you. Hold on. Give me another shot.
That's why I be two of them too, though.
Right.
Like,
good thing I got a partner.
Tag team.
Right. Like,
tag me in.
Good thing I got a partner on the walkie-talkie. Like, hey man, I fucked up.
I fucked up, man. Slice got out. Like, Slice got.
Scream movies, bro, and they also play like on the horror flick too. Like they wasn't afraid to do that shit. Like I think it was Scream 2. Somebody was saying that the crazy dude, Mickey, he's definitely the killer or something like that shit, like, too. And he really was, though. But it was like, kind of like what they did with Boys, too. We get into that later. Like, he's really the killer or some shit like that. But, shit. But scary, as far as scare-wise, it's definitely Sinister. I heard The Conjuring 2 is really scary, too. I haven't seen that yet, though. And back in the day, it used to be Poltergeist. Poltergeist used to scare the fuck out of the original one.
Yeah.
So
E.T.
I love the month of October. I love Halloween. I love scary movies. Me and my dad used to watch scary movies when we was little. Well, when I was little, he used to keep me up and having me watch scary movies. So I watch scary movies all the time. Now, my favorite sci-fi movie is E.T.
She was scared of it too.
Please be quiet. Anyways, but go back to like the seeing stuff or whatever. But when I was younger, and sometimes like in the dark, things looked like they were moving.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
That's still to this day.
I get that to this day.
To this
Yeah,
day.
I'm not gonna lie to
like
you.
You wake up from a dream and see shit moving like
The fuck?
Not even that. Like if it's dark and I got the TV off and everything, things look like they're moving. So I'm like, okay, turn the TV back on.
I think that's a show.
But after Granny died, I had went to work and I was working third shift and I was laying down on the floor crying. Well, I was doing home care. And the person's house who I was over, he was asleep. I was laying down on the floor crying, and I felt warmness. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, I just felt like someone was giving me a hug.
Yeah.
So, but I love Halloween. I love to be scared. I'm a big chicken also. So.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I love scare tactics, but I'm not going to no haunted house.
Not this year. Fuck that.
I mean, just in general. Like, I haven't been in a long time because I feel like my nerves, like, I'd be in jail because
Go Jason.
you grab me, I'm gonna just deck you, like, and you sign a contract that you're not supposed to do that, and it's just like, so I stay away from haunted houses and stuff. But
I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. But as far as what I've heard about the haunted houses this year is that they don't have that many people actors. They have more of the
props
that jump out at you and stuff.
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
That shit ain't gonna be 5K. Shit.
That's what I
like.
And then I heard, some places like, what's that place called? 7 Floors of Hell. They only have 5 working, but they have props throughout
7 floors of hell, but only 5 working. 3 on the way, but.
So, Lauren, what's your favorite scary movie? What's your favorite scary movie?
My favorite scary movie?
Or, like, one that scares you the most, you think, lately? The Grudge? Oh, yeah, we was definitely scared of The Grudge in high school, bro.
Man,
I think I
went to the movies.
It was me. Damn, Lord. You was scared. Bruh. I was too, though.
That part when she was on the elevator, the dude kept getting closer. He was like, "Oh God, okay."
When she looked in the alley, he was like, "Hey, what's poppin'? What you doing?"
The Grudge.
I really don't have a favorite. I like them all.
I just like to be scared. Like, now that I'm older, I'm not such a scaredy cat, and it's like, I need you to scare me, like.
Right, and a lot of movies don't scare. I'm like, at least be a good storyline.
You feel me?
A lot of the new scary movies have really stupid endings.
Definitely,
yeah.
Right.
And the ending makes the movie.
Right.
Hereditary.
In a scary movie, yep.
Hereditary, Midsommar.
Midsommar was the weirdest movie, but I kept watching it, trying to understand it, and still,
Have y'all seen The Lighthouse with Sparky Vampire and
what?
Well, Robert Pattinson. I saw him in Tenet. He was good. He's in that other Tom Holland movie too, The Devil All the Time or something like that.
I have not seen that yet.
The Lighthouse
I did see Annabelle.
Really?
It's kind of sort of a scary movie because it's almost like it kind of plays up what we're going through right now. Mm-hmm. Kind of plays up like if Trump win a second term, what his supporters really want to happen. Like when they say like make America great again. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not bad though. I feel like Janelle Monáe did a good job. I feel like the directing, you know what I'm saying? The acting was pretty good, man. The twist was, you kind of seen it coming. You know what I'm saying? Like halfway through the movie, but it was pretty good. Mm-hmm. But yeah, check that out if y'all get a chance, man. Maybe wait till,
Is it still at the movie theaters?
No.
I don't think it's a preview.
Are they streaming it now?
It's streaming, but it's like $20 and stuff like The Invisible Man.
Better than fucking Mulan.
Yeah.
That shit $36 some dollars. Like the fuck.
But it's about to be free. What, next month, November, I think, or December.
Man, that shit was. I heard that shit was cheese.
I did too. I mean, all them Disney live action movies.
Yeah.
My favorite one's still Aladdin though. I heard the
That
Cinderella
was,
Man.
I like Aladdin.
Aladdin was cool. Like the animation was still better because it was more grand, especially the ending. I hate the way they did the ending. Like Jafar didn't turn to a big snake and all that other shit.
You need that shit.
I know,
That's
but
why
it still was cool. Like with the colors and the dancing and how they was doing. I fuck with it. You know, visually.
I ain't even make it through half the movie.
You even like Lion King. You said you
Man.
just turned that shit off and went to
I did,
sleep.
like, bro, fuck this.
You know what was a good movie that was live action was Beauty and the Beast. It was pretty good.
I heard that. I heard Beauty and the Beast was straight and the Cinderella one.
Yeah.
Heard my dollar though.
Beauty and the Beast it followed pretty much the storyline of the animation.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just pray. Hercules is really good.
They dropping Hercules?
Bro, yeah. Chris Pratt, Guardians of the Galaxy, he's going to be Hercules.
Really?
Jeff Goldblum going to be Hades.
I don't know names. Give me.
Jeff Goldblum, Jurassic Park.
The Fly.
That dude.
Glasses.
The Fly.
Glasses.
Jurassic Park in the all black.
He wore all black.
The glass.
The dude that what?
He kind of talks really dry.
The caramel skin. He looks kind of maybe.
I think he's
Pull him up.
Yeah, he might be Jewish or whatever.
Right.
He's supposed to be Hades though. I'm like, he might make it good. He was in Thor Ragnarok as the dude who was doing the fights and shit like that, and had the chair going through. He was
this guy.
Yeah, he was in Thor Ragnarok.
Okay, so I was okay.
Yeah, he's going to be Hades. I forgot.
He might be alright.
That's what I'm saying. He might be
Alright.
right as Hades because James Woods is Hades in the cartoon.
I
He was
ain't
the
no
truth.
cap. Hades got to be a bad bitch. Pause.
No, Hades. No, it's Jeff Goldblum.
No, I'm saying Hades. Like when
Oh.
I think of the Hercules movie, like Hades.
That
Like,
got to be that
Hades
dude.
was a real nigga, but at the same time
He was
a
funny
bad,
as fuck,
you
too.
feel me? Like, he was a bad bitch. Like
Freezer.
Like they fucked up Scar. Like when I used to look at the old Lion King movies, like pause, like Scar had a little sachet about himself. He had a swag. Like Scar was a bad bitch. Like
He was. He was a bad. He had all the sass. Like
you feel me? Like that nigga was
the
a
thing
cat.
about it, they didn't even sing "Be Prepared."
You feel me?
Bruh.
Right.
"Be Prepared" is like one of the best songs.
Destroyed me. But I'm real talk. I used to really be into Greek mythology, so I'm really hoping they do this Hercules movie right.
I forgot who else they added, but Chris Pratt as Hercules, I can see that shit. I can
Yeah.
see it. I can see
Especially if you're doing it on some he growing up type shit.
it. Yeah, funny. He goofy,
Right.
but he trying to be a super, like a serious hero or some shit.
Turn that shit into for real, turn that shit into a video.
Who's
game.
supposed to be playing the goddesses though? I know people were saying Beyonce, Jennifer. I think Jennifer Hudson is one of them. You know, the ladies who be singing.
She the thick one. Hey.
People saying Beyonce should be in that too, but like, nah. She's in Lion King.
Right. That's too much.
Mhm.
That's too much. She wouldn't be Beyonce.
But I think the casting is great for the goddesses too. And I think it's just so funny that they talk about Greek mythology and stuff, but the style of music they was doing in that movie was gospel.
You're right.
It's just like funny.
That shit wild.
That shit was wild. Yeah, like all right, for real. But other than that, man, Halloween. We'll also pass The Boys season 2 finale. Lauren, you can speak on this too. This is the only episode you probably saw besides the first. But yo, The Boys season 2 finale, I fuck with it. Like, I don't know if this season's better than the first. I like the setups and stuff they was doing and going for. But
I like the
Storefront
ending.
got Jade. Spoilers. Storefront got Jade the fuck out of. They jumped her ass.
Right. Beat the fuck, man. Shout out to little Billy, the son of the random chicken.
Becca and the Homelander. Bruh, he killed Becky.
Man,
Becca.
He sure did. He set her behind on fire.
But we gotta set you up though. So Butch, he do a deal with the devil. Like, I give you this little nigga, just give me my bitch back.
Mm-hmm.
He reneged like, I can't even do my chick like that. And they
'Cause she
run
left
off. Homelander pull tight like, what's up? What y'all doing?
Bro, I felt
And just start choking the fuck out of the
before
the
what he
chick.
did to the Vault niggas. Like, I
Right?
felt
Oh yeah,
scared.
he pulled tight like the Vault niggas. when he did the deal with the devil, the void niggas pulled tight to the house, like where the package at?
Where the son at?
Like, and then Homelander would pull tight, like, what's going on
like,
here?
Damn.
And then he heard the microphone, like, did y'all get the son? Did y'all get the son? So Homelander just closed the door, and you already knew what that meant. Like, Homelander don't play no games, like guns and butter, like. You know what I mean? Like, he came out that bitch real slippery, like with all that blood on him. Pulled tight on the son and the butcher and the wife. Start choking the wife up. Little baby juice. He just sauce up. Was it Homelander or was it Stormfront?
Stormfront was choking Becky.
Yeah, Stormfront.
After she got Jade, right? She ran off. She got that ass beat by Queen Maeve, Himiko, and Starlight. And they was punched. They was kicking her on the ground.
And little son just lit up Stormfront.
Not give you buck. That should have been played.
Bruh, Stormfront looked like Anakin Skywalker on the end of episode 3.
Saying that German shit?
Like, you feel me? Like, when Anakin was just laid on the asphalt with no arms and no legs, like, yeah. That's how, and she was just knocking this, and I think just gone in the head.
It seemed like the Hell Hitler shit or some shit like
that. Homelander was mad, and then May pulled that move, like, leave us alone, or this video going out of us doing some fuck shit. I don't even care no more. Right. But shout out to what's his name, the Deep. No, shout out to the Flash. He back on the 7, right?
He said, "Fuck that Nazi bitch." No, cause they finally got Stormfront ass. Like, yeah, she was a Nazi and shit.
Right.
Like, for real. And the internet started going against her. Like, for real. The Deep, I feel like they had nothing to do with him this whole season. For real. Right. I just felt he got himself a wife, but he's like, damn, I got this wife for y'all. She can't even give half good, decent blowjobs, and I'm not even back on the 7. He was going off at the end.
I think you should leave. but he got his karma because old buddy got his head blown off.
Bruh, Victoria Newman. Heavy spoilers, Victoria Newman. I didn't even know. Like, and me and John was talking about, we saw this YouTube video how it was like foreshadowing her since the beginning of the series. Like, you don't even notice that crap. That was her popping heads.
Right.
Because you remember when Raynor, the first CIA check, head got popped up. They're like, who could do this? Or something like that. Who super can do this? The next scene is directly her talking on stage about the soups and shit like that.
Yeah.
Then every time, the black guy, Edgar, every time he's in his office and stuff, he's watching the news and she's on there. And it's just like always like pointing the fact that she's with Vought. Like,
right.
Like it's foreshadowed throughout. Like that shit.
And look
crazy.
at her now, popping heads and taking names.
Bro. That shit was crazy. I don't know, it was as crazy as last season's finale when dude found out Becca was still alive.
That was major, but I like this season finale because old buddy Stormfront got sauced up.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Like she like I meant that shit when I say she looked like Anakin Skywalker when Obi-Wan sliced his arms and legs off.
She deserved that shit.
She deserved all that shit. Bro. And I feel like season 1 was a better season, but season 2 had a better ending, in my opinion.
You're right. And then we also Homelander, he low-key a good father, though, too.
Yeah, he is.
He is. Like, when his son didn't want to be around his people, he got him. It's like, we could go somewhere else or something like that. But then that's what Stormfront was really talking about. Yep. Such and such. It's called white genocide. It's so many memes about Homelander's face after she said white genocide. He's like, what the fuck? Like, like Homelander, like, him himself, like, what? White genocide.
Right, that shit crazy.
For real. Like, the end of it, but like him, they said that scene him jacking off the building at the end, that's supposed to be in the first season. Yeah.
Oh,
that was supposed to be. I think that worked better. That would have worked better in season 1.
Yeah, it would have.
Like, he just lost his son and all that other stuff, but I do. Like, I like Homelander for all the wrong reasons, though. Like, for real.
Yeah, he the anti-Superman. Like,
this dude who plays him is a great actor, too.
This is Superman if he had mental health issues. Like, for real. Like, you just so super.
You just so super. You just love your image so much. You got to do this shit.
Right. When being a superhero go political.
Mm-hmm. Man, we can't even talk about ghosts. Theaters are closing down across America, though.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, because I actually went to the theaters a couple weeks ago to see Tenet, and I felt safer in there than the grocery store, but they just not making any money,
Because people ain't trying to come outside for real.
But people are still going to the clubs and
That's
traveling
the clubs
stuff.
because guess what you can do at the clubs? Get drunk. You ain't
Talk
doing
to
that.
the other sex and try to
You
get
feel
with
me?
them.
You can't do that shit at the movies. Like people willing to risk it for certain reasons, and the movies ain't it.
You speaking some facts right there though, bro.
You have a drink at the movies, though.
Barely.
But I'm saying though, like the point of not my point, but other people going to the club stuff is checking out the other sex, see if you can have a one night stand or there's like a potential relationship and things like that nature. You can't really do that in the movies. It's in the dark. You're trying to pay attention to the movies, supposedly. So I do see that perception, but I still feel safer in the grocery store.
That's real.
You trying to pick up. You trying to pick up. That's what I meant to say.
That's real though.
For real.
If you say you feel safer, that's real though.
I really do feel safer there than the grocery store and all the other stuff there.
When we went to what's that called, Silver Spot.
That's all I went to do.
There, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you could buy alcohol in there. I mean, it was cool. They had a bar in here too as well.
Ooh.
I don't think they closed down yet though. I'm surprised they have.
No, they never closed.
I mean, that sounds a little bit more upscale. You feel me? I feel like they gonna last.
That's when we went to see Avengers. That spot.
Right, I know what you're talking about. Like, I feel like that shit gonna last because they're offering certain services that other people on the lower end can't.
True, because they got like these happy hour specials too.
You feel me?
And then when
I was some good beer too. I think I remember having some good beer.
When we went, because you know, before the movies started coming back out or whatever, they were having $5 days.
Oh, for real?
They would have like, if they were old movies,
right?
Still, it was $5 a day, and my dad wanted to go see The Jungle Book on his birthday, so we went to go see that. You know?
That shit is on Disney Plus, and it was on Netflix for a long ass time.
Right.
Hey, Dad, happy birthday.
Right.
You enjoyed your birthday.
It's on you, baby.
For real. But, yeah, I think Regal said they closed, though. That is crazy. I know AMC is offering deals now. I don't know is Regal's closed permanently or just temporarily, but they made that, they said they was closed right after No Time to Die. The next 007 movie, James Bond, said they postponed it to 2021. So they was like
the next day.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we're closed, man. I think they was like, that's our last hope, like Star Wars, to trying to get some money in, but that's not releasing. Only thing released in the past was Tenet, I guess, and Unhinged. For real.
I wanted to go see Unhinged because it looked like a perfect scary movie. Sort of, kind of.
Yeah. With that, after the theater closed, I was talking about the boys too. The Ghost mid-season finale came upon. Ghost is actually straight. Even though Tariq is just like super busy, I'll be like how many hours he has throughout the day. It's like the supporting cast around him knows actually doing that shit, and it's actually pretty quite surprising. I would say, like, I'm not surprised, but it's like I'm not sure where it's going to go next or what's going to happen for real with the mid-season finale. I'm mad that the mid-season finale came this early though, but it's the next new episode is in December though, so I
ain't got too long.
Yeah, that's what I ain't too long. I thought they was gonna say like January. I'd be like, oh,
bruh,
but no. So,
they did a good job. They kind of left it like kind of ambiguous on what's about to really happen. Mm-hmm. The mid-season finale was not too bad, man. Like Power Tradition is like kill off a big character, like mid-season finale, but they didn't go that route this time. I agree with Jared. Like the supporting cast actually was holding it up right now. I just feel like they have more interesting storylines, but I feel like in the second half of the season they go ratchet up Tariq's storyline.
Yeah,
I feel like he has to live up to the name of Ghost, and I feel like in these last few episodes we gonna figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still not a huge Ghost fan. I mean, huge Tariq fan because I'm a huge Ghost fan. So,
and Tasha and Tariq are still foul.
They're still goofy as hell.
They foul. Y'all know we were talking about why they say they foul. They foul. Sorry. They still foul, but whatever. I'm liking the little dude, I guess. But they still foul, though. You know, the shit's still fucked up. niggas trying to change their life around and just get like ended. I'm not going to.
Right. But yeah, there's rumors that Tommy might be back in one of these episodes.
What happened to him?
He's supposed to be going to California.
Last I heard, he was on his way to California. You know,
make some moves
on the end of power. But his name has been brought up on some snitching type stuff. Some allegations. Yeah. So you know, Tommy handles his business. So I'm curious to see if he comes back. Those are the rumors. Rumors that 2-Bit might pop up.
Oh man.
So yeah, I mean they have to set up Tommy's.
Well, I don't see why not everybody else from original Power who's not dead popping up.
Right.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I guess 50 told Tasha to do push-ups to get buff. Because that's all they show her doing. Never is doing push-ups. I mean, I kind of feel like she's an integral part of the story, but they really don't show her. I hope in the second half of the season that they show what she's going through. Maybe she'll learn that, damn, Ghost was right. Like, he was really trying to keep us from what we dealing with right now.
He did want to.
I feel like maybe we'll see that. But yeah, I feel like the second part of this season is gonna be some surprises, man. I feel like it's gonna ratchet up a lot.
And shout out to For Life, 50 Cent's other show coming back on November 18th. I'm ready for that.
What's it called?
For Life, the dude who's in jail, who's being his own lawyer.
Oh yeah.
Come back on November 18th.
Okay, that's what's up,
bro. Can't wait for that because I just got hip to that thanks to my buddy John over there. Over the summer, so yeah. So what's next on the list, guys? Oh, Spider-Man. Supposedly the next Spider-Man 3 with Tom Holland. They got inspiration from Into the Spider-Verse. Supposedly, this is all rumors. I don't know if it's confirmed. But the next Spider-Man with Tom Holland is supposed to be the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. That's the original Spider-Man from the early 2000s. And the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, the ones that sucked from like 2012 or 2012 to like 2014. Those 2 Spider-Man movies that came out, and Tom Holland, all 3 of them supposed to be the next Spider-Man 3. Yeah. Like it's some dimensional riff and shit. And that shit is kind of crazy because Miles Morales just came off Into the Spider-Verse. Everybody's looking to that next movie. Like, it didn't, money-wise, I think it gained some money over a while, but this shit won an Oscar. It got more notice on Netflix, and like people genuinely noticing that was like as probably the best Spider-Man movie.
For real,
that's taking the shine away from that. Like, oh, you want to do all these Spider-Man movies now since that shit was hot now, huh? For real. So
that's fucked up.
You know, so we all feel some kind of ways about it. Like, why are you inviting all these other Spider-Mans? At least wait till after maybe the next Into the Spider-Verse or something. You feel me? That. Like, for real, why are you doing this right now at this moment? I don't know, because it was hot, huh? If that's the case, it's just rumors.
Yeah, if that's the case,
it's no official like site saying it, like comicbook.com. I don't think comicbook.com saying this shit or any other things like that. It's just like, I won't say parody sites, but like tabloid like sites saying this. So we'll see. You guys got any input on that?
I think you pretty much hit the nail on the head. I mean, why right now?
Mm-hmm.
I hope it's just speculation because Miles did his thing. Mm-hmm. Even on the video game aspect, like where everyone's on all aspects, people are waiting on the transition. Like, show this little black Hispanic boy being Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. Got the hard ass Spider-Man fit. Mm-hmm. Like it's a go.
And stop being Spider-Man, but Spider-Man. For real. Peter Parker and Miles Morales just doing that shit, saving New York. So
kicking that
together. Bro, did y'all see it's like new screenshots that says the Miles Morales shit too. You can get like a little big backpack with a little cat in there that says Spider-Man 2, and he like takes out some of the finishes for you.
Yeah, man.
It's shit funny as fuck. Like, they doing that shit. I ain't playing that shit to the PS5. I ain't getting the PS4. For real. Fuck that shit. But anyway. More of the story, John?
My moral of the story is for our black community, man. Let's learn each other. Let's grow and let's love each other, man. Let's try to build an empire out of the ashes, pretty much. Love our black queens, love our black kings. Understand there's a lot of stuff, man. Family trauma, a lot of things that we don't,
Yes.
necessarily talk about, or do we try to hide. We try to drown out with substance and stuff like that. But man, I feel like we have to take these things head on, and really build a strong community again, man. Because right now, we literally all we have.
Joe,
Black Lives Matter.
Lauren.
Have a good night.
My moral of the story, like, I know you guys gotta live your lives and stuff like that, and I understand that too, because I've been traveling too. But make sure y'all take precautions while going out here. Like, for real, like, Corona is a real thing. People are dying, things of that nature. Just take your precautions. Have some concern. That's all I gotta say, man. I think that's it. John said everything I wanted to say. Like, our black community, we really got to strive together. Honestly. For real. Black responsibly, folks.